on Earth, right? So where does our Earth belong to? It belongs to the solar system. Now where is the solar system? It's in the Milky Way galaxy. Now where does this galaxy belongs to? It belongs to the universe. So what is this universe and how did it form? Hello everyone, this is Ishana here and welcome to Geography with Isha. Today we are going to learn all about universe. Now universe, cosmos, space, they all means the same. They means that everything that exists around us. Now this includes time, matter, energy, the galaxies, the stars, the solar systems, the planets and everything that we know of. So to understand universe in a better way, let us compare this universe to an ocean. Now what is an ocean? An ocean is the largest water body on our planet. Now the largest animal in an ocean is the blue whale. Now one ocean can hold thousands and thousands of such blue whales. Now these blue whales eats fishes, right? So imagine there are fishes inside the blue whale and inside those fishes are several other fishes and so on and on. Now why am I comparing this universe to an ocean? Because just like this, our universe is vast and huge. It contains several galaxies. Now galaxies are groups of stars. Now inside every galaxy is the solar systems. Our solar system is inside a galaxy called the Milky Way galaxy. Now inside solar system are planets like our Earth where you and I belong. So how did it all form? The answer to this is the Big Bang theory. Now what is this theory? This theory explains the origin of universe. It was proposed by a Belgian astronomer called Georges Lemaitre in the 1920s. Now to understand Big Bang theory, we have to go back in time, way back in time, around 13.7 billion years back. Now around this time, Georges Lemaitre says that the universe that we know now, which contains all the stars, galaxies and everything else, was just a very tiny point. Yes, we cannot imagine that the universe we know now was just a point once. But this point, it was very tiny, it was of small volume but high temperature, infinite temperature and infinite density. 0.7 billion years back, something happened which caused this tiny dot to explode. That is why it is called the Big Bang. Now what caused the Big Bang is still a mystery. Scientists and astronomers are still finding ways to understand how the Big Bang theory worked. Now just after this Big Bang or this huge explosion was a stage called the cosmic inflation, which happened within a fraction of a second. Now this cosmic inflation is nothing but the expansion of the universe. This resulted in the formation of the four fundamental forces that we know now. The strong nuclear force, the weak nuclear force, the electromagnetic force and the gravitational force. Within a few microseconds after the Big Bang was the formation of protons and neutrons. And within 3 minutes after the Big Bang explosion was the formation of atoms. But this atom was not stable like the atom we have now. It took around 380,000 years for this atom to become stable to the formation of the first atoms that we know, hydrogen and helium. Till now, if we calculate the most abundant element in the universe, it is hydrogen and helium. Now this hydrogen and helium is a resultant why we have galaxies and stars now, about which you will learn in the next video. So for now, let us answer some questions. So the first question, is there any proof for the Big Bang theory? The answer is yes. There are mainly two important proofs regarding the Big Bang theory. The first one is given by an American astronomer called Edwin Hubble. Now Edwin Hubble is also the founder of the Hubble telescope. In 1929, Edwin Hubble made an observation. He found that the galaxies around our galaxy were moving away from each other and the distance were proportional to the distance, which means that the further the galaxies move, the further they are. Now to understand this, imagine you have a red balloon and you have marked some black dots on that balloon. Now you are blowing that balloon. As you are blowing that balloon, the balloon will expand. Right? As it expands, you will see that the dots that you have drawn will also start to move away from each other. Edwin Hubble made the same observation. He said that due to the Big Bang theory, the universe is expanding. And as it expanded, the galaxies present on the universe also started to move away from each other. Now this was an evidence for the observations made by George Lemaitre. Now the second proof is the CMBR, or the cosmic microwave background radiation. Now this is because if an explosion like the Big Bang had occurred, it might have resulted in some kind of a radiation which would have echoed in the universe. Now in the 1940s, two astronomers, Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson, found this radiation and found that this was an evidence to the Big Bang theory. For this, they had also received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1978. Second question, what is the study of universe called? The study of universe is called cosmology. What is the furthest point we have been able to discover so far in the universe? Now the furthest galaxy that we have been able to find in the universe is the MAC SO 647JD. It is the furthest galaxy known to the humans. So is there any other theory regarding the origin of universe? Yes, there is another theory called the steady state theory. Now the Big Bang theory explained that the beginning of universe was due to a Big Bang, and that this Big Bang is continuously expanding and it is still going on. Now a British astronomer, Sir Fred Hoyle, rejected this idea. He said that the universe is not expanding, but it is same at every point of time. But the observations made by Edwin Hubble and the CMBR, or the cosmic microwave background radiation, was proof that the Big Bang theory was more relevant, and thus it is more widely accepted by majority of the scientific community. So another question is, will the universe die? Well, most scientists say that the universe will die. When? We never know. But how will it die? The universe is expanding, right? At some point of time, this expansion of the universe may become slow, stable, and then stop. And if it happens, the gravitational force will pull all the celestial bodies together, which may result in another huge explosion or maybe a new Big Bang. We never know. So I hope you all understood this episode, and I hope you all liked this video. So if you did like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel, and please do share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.